So CNN has decided to wage war against Christianity. I'm sure many of you saw the video that I did. Well, maybe not, but I did a video about this pastor in Louisiana of a local church, small, non-mega church, a regular local church, who refuses to shut his doors, rightfully so, because it's his constitutional right, and continues to have service. CNN and their crony people have started a petition for his arrest. And people think that Christian persecution doesn't happen here. Oh, it happens. And it's happening now. And before we get into the articles, I would like to address the people that say, oh, but he's endangering people's lives. How? How? Nobody's forcing them to go. Last time I checked, this was still America, and we still have our Constitution. Last time I checked. And if Walmart and Target and Amazon and all of these other places can stay open, so can a church. If you're going to consider a liquor store an essential business, but not the church, you really have issues. And it really boggles my mind how many of these comments and people signing this petition say they're Christian. Because you're not. You're not. It's so disturbing to see this happening in our country, while we have people in India being burned alive the day they are baptized because their Hindu family or their Muslim family does not want them to be Christian. But yet we're going to roll over. We have people in China and Hong Kong that have to worship in 120-degree basements over persecution that they will go to jail for holding such services. But yet we should just roll over and say, don't go because of your security. Really? I don't think so. And I implore everyone that watches my channel to share this. And if you stand for our constitutional rights, because this has nothing to do with anything else, you have to look at the Constitution, plain and simple. They're going to keep Walmart open and all these other places open, yet threaten this church. CNN. I mean, this isn't some local news channel. CNN. Because they know that they can get their emotionally driven, God-hating people on their side. And that's who most of them are. They're like, oh, what quackery, they don't believe in science. It's funny. People don't remember who our founding fathers of science were either. All of them were Christian or Jewish. But yet they try to say that we don't believe in science. Really? We kind of invented science. And there's many current leading scientists that are Christian right now. So they're just throwing stuff at the wall to see if it'll stick. It really boggles my mind how people won't stand up for this because they're scared. You're scared? Huh. Think about if you were in China or North Korea or India or Pakistan, where they hang Christians. They burn them alive. They weren't even allowed Bibles until very recently, and most of them still aren't. They have their own special China Bible. This isn't a joke, people. people that say, oh, this is just temporary. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're setting a precedent. If you're going to fall for it this time, they're going to say, look, y'all did it last time. Give me liberty or give me death. Plain and simple. Let's get on with the video. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Matthew 5:11. Okay, so let's set the record straight and let people see what really occurred when the police officer showed up, because the police officer wasn't threatening them. He was just telling them, and let's just go ahead and listen to it. And for all the haters that are saying, oh, this is for money, this is for this, you need to just put your emotions aside and watch this. This is a local church. This isn't some mega church. This old lady is mad. She's funny. I'll fast forward through all that. Okay, it's...
I told him we were the National Guard. They said the National Guard is going to come and break our group up of more than 50 people. He's not going to do anything. He respects what we're doing. He stands behind what we're doing. I told him we respect him coming out. We're not in opposition to him. And I said if the National Guard comes, they're going to find us doing more of what we're doing tonight. We're going to continue to assemble under our rights of the Constitution as a church and as a local body of Christ. This community depends on us, and we're going to continue to do that. We thank you for being here tonight, too, Brother Woody.
So what could the National Guard do here?
He said that they would break up groups of 50 or more, that when they find out that we're doing this, they're going to be deployed to dissemble us, is what he told me.
Will they put you in jail?
I don't know that. He didn't say that either. But we're willing. We're taking persecution from friends, family, threat of lawsuits, threat of jail. Nothing is going to deter us from our religious conviction of worshiping and assembling and gathering. This is what we do, and this is who we are. And we invite anybody else that wants to worship with us, regardless of your denomination, religious affiliation. We're going to keep the lights on the corner of Hoover and Blackwater Road. We're going to run our 26 buses Sunday morning. We're going to pick up 600 or so children for church. We're going to feed them. We're going to clothe them. We're going to do what the church was commissioned to do in this hour of peril. And we're going to pray for this, the leaders of our community. We're praying for them, that God will give them wisdom in what to do in this hour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brother Spiller.
This is garbage on the top. Sorry. CNN and their ads. I don't even know if this picture is from the church. They're just being ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. Remember the Louisiana pastor who defied the governor's order not to hold gatherings larger than 50 people? He held service again on Sunday, and he plans to do so again on Tuesday. On Sunday, Pastor Tony Spell said that Life Tabernacle Church in Baton Rouge drew 1,000 people to its services, in part by busing people in across 5 parishes. Yeah. That's what he does, because some people don't have transportation. Because they're poor. I know you don't understand that, CNN. But poor people like church too. Ugh. On Tuesday evening, the pastor plans to hold service again despite the governor's stay-at-home orders. Here's a petition seeking his arrest. Yeah, I'm not kidding. and a flood of criticism from fellow Christians. Nope, they're not Christians. They're sociopaths that think they're Christians. If they close every door in this city, then I will close my doors, Spell told CNN on Tuesday. But you can't say retailers are essential, but the church is not. That is persecution of faith. Boom. True story. Chief Roger Cochran of the Central Police Department in Baton Rouge told CNN that the matter is under investigation. Really, Chief? Really? Is it? Cochran also disputed Spell's claims that last week the police department told him how. That's what he said. You can listen to it yourself. The police officer said that would occur. He didn't say that he knew that it was occurring or he was sitting. He said that would occur. Come on now. Trying to cover their butts. That was never told to the pastor. Really? You can listen to the video. I've heard it without all the bus noise in the back, and that's what he said. The pastor says he's heard from the White House. As the novel coronavirus spreads across the world, nearly every faith group has closed its holy sites. Oh gosh. And houses of worship. But there remains a defiant few pastors and religious leaders who refuse to close their doors, accusing the government of overreach and imposing on their religious freedom. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what this is. Earlier in March, Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards issued an emergency order barring gatherings of larger than 50 people. You see what they didn't talk about in this article, but they showed a picture and not said anything? They actually split up the church. They had some people in this tent outside. They had some that were to where there were smaller groups. But they don't want to tell you that. So we actually did split it up to where there was smaller groups. And it was outside. For his part, Spell said he is following social distancing guidelines, holding instruction. Anyway, let's go to this. So this is what CNN is doing. They're sharing a petition to have this man arrested. And then they're sharing his Facebook page. People are attacking him left and right. It is disgusting to see. And y'all saw this, some of the posts that I showed y'all the other day. It's worse with CNN's war they are raging. Oh look, they showed the online petition 2 times. Nice CNN. If we didn't think they were bad enough, now it's gotten real bad. Did they contract it at Walmart or Target, he asked? They have more people in their parking lot than we get here in a week. Boom. This is the 3rd article CNN has decided to do about this pastor. But of course they're adding in Trump, to amplify it. When faith threatens public health. Dun dun dun. See, they're very angry that Trump yesterday said that he wanted to open the country back up by Easter. One of the reporters actually said, "Oh, won't that put more people in church and they could die?" It was at the end of the press conference. I couldn't get it, but they cut it off right then. But that's all she said, and Trump just walked away. This week, as stores, restaurants, and other businesses shuttered their doors to help stem the spread of coronavirus, Christians choose to frame their response to the pandemic in a different way, as an opportunity to choose faith over fear. How dare them? How dare them? Yeah. How dare them indeed. I'm not going to go through this. It's the same hubbub. But let's check out This is horrible, right? This is so terrible. But let's check out what these wonderful people aren't seeing. Suicides from depression will be far greater than the coronavirus deaths unless America reopens businesses soon. That's exactly what I was alluding to in my video the other day. I just didn't want to say suicide. I just said lives lost from business loss and job loss. Obviously, this is never a good option. Ever. But we know that this is a fact. But they don't care about it. They are making this so political that they could care less if they burn the entire country down. Of course, the Constitution as well. It's sickening. Oh, but we have porn sites that are giving away 100,000 free sex toys so they can have an incentive to stay home. I'm not going to show you that article. You can look it up. It's disgusting. RT actually reported about it. Ridiculous. Another thing, Louisiana refuses to give out their negative test results. Now, why would that be? Why would that be, Louisiana? They're quick to give out the positive results, but they're refusing to hand over the negative test results. The only ones we've gotten are the ones that were at the CDC. The private labs refuse to hand them over. And so our numbers look ginormous. When you look at our numbers, it's like, oh, 1,300 people have tested and almost all of them are positive. That's what it looks like. Oh, look, now did they post this morning? Oh, maybe they are going to do the negative ones. Who knows? But it doesn't matter, y'all. By the way, why isn't Amazon closed yet? Why isn't our mail shut down yet? That would be the first place. I've said this in every video and I'm going to keep saying it because it's ridiculous. If this was a global pandemic, like they're saying, the mail should be the first thing that should shut down. When the CDC says that it can live on paper and cardboard for 5 days, that would be the first thing that shuts down. But check out what we got. Amazon employees in New York, Florida, Kentucky, Texas, Michigan, and Oklahoma test positive for COVID-19. Really? You think Jeff Bezos is going to shut his doors? I'm going with no. True story. Of course he's not, and he shouldn't. I mean, he should, for different reasons. But you see the hypocrisy? All of these thousands of, and they're hiring 100,000 more people. All these thousands of people at work at the Amazon shipping place. But church is the enemy, right? And I told people this. They're like, oh, it's only for a few days. No, you don't get it. You don't get the fact that this is so much bigger than that. This is just one aspect. They're going to keep chipping away until you're just, okay, yeah, oh, yeah, whatever you say, master, whatever you say. I don't think so. Alright guys, y'all have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe. And please, if you have a channel, please upload this information. You can use my video, you can make your own, whatever. Because things are getting real. Yet, the virus has nothing to do with it. They're taking away our rights, pushing through $5 trillion of stimulus money. Yeah. But the thing that concerns me the most, I'm not worried about the virus, and I'm not worried about their nonsense of their tyranny. This is only for a short time. But you will have to answer for every word that you've said. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.